Well, you're here, so we might as well get going.
Let's do that, shall we?
That's Tuesday, July the 30th. Here's what we're working on this morning for you. So residents at Hamilton's downtown YMCA are hoping to return to their place by the end of this week.
The men's Olympic triathlon, it's been postponed because of pollution concerns in the Seine.
And Robert Downey Jr. will make his Broadway debut this fall. He's a busy cat.
He's everywhere.
Yeah. Hello, Brian Wood.
Good morning.
Oh, it is a hot one this morning.
Okay, so Friday nice, Saturday nice, Sunday nice, Monday nice, Tuesday?
I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going with this.
Oh, I'm saying all these are all nice days.
Please keep me up on what you're talking about. Okay, this is Tuesday, Tim.
Yeah, no, I'm saying all these days have been nice days.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, you're right. Is it me?
I'm going to translate for him.
You got it, didn't you?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay, you got it. All right, yes. All right, we're going to get the change today. I'm sorry. I didn't know where you were going with it.
I thought he was like frozen in place.
Yes, I was.
See, Brian is always forecasting, and you're talking about the past.
Oh, okay.
Past, yes. Okay, I thought you were going, okay, we're talking about the holiday weekend coming up. No. Yes, you're right. We've had sunny days, and we've had, well, yesterday we got to 30 with a humidex of 38. Today, a bit of a change. Yes, the change is on the way today. We do have a chance of a shower or a thunderstorm for the day today, and it's going to be fairly cloudy throughout the day. We do have a bit of, well, the sun's not up yet. I mean, it doesn't come up till about 6:08 this morning, but we will see a bit of sun this morning, but then there's that cloud cover, chance of showers, thunderstorms a little later on today. Temperature right now is 22 with a humidex of 31. It is sticky already this morning, and there's a lot of haze in the atmosphere right now, and there's some fog patches as well. We'll talk about the details coming up. Checking traffic this morning, 403 Waterdown Road, that looks pretty good, so nothing going on right there. Let's go to some MTO traffic cameras. There's nothing going on as you go through Stoney Creek. All right, top of the Burlington Skyway Bridge. Here's what's happening. Look at that, really getting congested already as you head down to North Shore Boulevard. The situation is that, well, just off the camera now, there's a couple of MTO vehicles picking up pylons on the right lanes. There was construction through here. They've gone off camera now, coming back toward the Skyway Bridge. They're backing up in that right lane, picking up pylons, so hopefully that congestion will come to an end across the Skyway Bridge. But we'll keep you posted. We'll look at weather and traffic coming up in a few minutes. Right now, the news.
Okay, let's get into it. And it's been over a week since the devastating fire at the YMCA in downtown Hamilton. It displaced all the men living in the residence, but the organization says they're hoping to welcome them back soon. Let's bring in Simone Gavros, who joins us live from the YMCA downtown. What do we know, Simone? Good morning.
Hi, good morning. Well, the YMCA's website says that they're hoping to reopen the second floor sometime next week, but in the meantime, they're expanding those temporary accommodations to help all 173 men that were displaced by the fire last week. Now, some people will be moving into those accommodations by this weekend and also into early next week, but the website says that the third, fourth, and fifth floors still need more work. Now, the fire broke out in a unit on the third floor last Monday, resulting in extensive damage from the heavy smoke that damaged multiple levels. Now, in the meantime, the Red Cross continues to support those that have been affected. At least 118 people opted to stay in this temporary shelter in the YMCA gym. The Salvation Army also says they have provided a total of 1,000 meals and about 150 articles of clothing. Meals will continue to be provided until the situation here is resolved. Now, the city continues to offer support to those displaced, according to Ward 2 Councillor Cameron Kretsch. He put out a tweet yesterday calling the fire devastating for both residents as well as the community. Now, this morning, I've reached out to Salvation Army. I've also reached out to the YMCA and Ward 2 Councillor Cameron Kretsch. We'll be speaking to him a little bit later in the show this morning to get more of an update on what the city is doing to help all 173 men that were displaced by the fire last week. Annette, I'll send things over to you.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Simone. A woman is missing this morning in Dunnville. The OPP posted on X about a large police presence as they try to find a woman who was last seen leaving the Cross Street area in Dunnville on a bike around 9:30 last night. They have not released her name, age, or a photo. They do say she was wearing glasses, a light-colored tank top, black shorts, and white Crocs.
Charges have been laid after the suspicious disappearance of a woman in Markham. She's still missing. York Regional Police, they have seized a white Ford van seen in the area where 57-year-old Ying Zhang was last seen Thursday morning. They believe the van was driven to the village of Kirkfield, that's near Kawartha Lakes, later that day. Investigators say there was a large green bin near the van at the time of Zhang's disappearance. 26-year-old Changling Yang of East Gwillimbury is facing charges of kidnapping, forcible confinement, and aggravated assault.
A 19-year-old Hamilton man has died after a motorcycle crash on Highway 6. His name has not been released. This happened just before 10 o'clock yesterday morning near Whitechurch Road, not very far from Hamilton International Airport. No other vehicles were involved. Highway 6 was closed for about 5 hours for the investigation. Well, the Ontario government is now going to buy 5 police helicopters. Premier Doug Ford announced the decision to purchase the helicopters for several police forces instead of leasing them. The cost? $134 million. Now, that's about $100 million more than what the Ontario budget had allocated to lease 4 police aircraft back in March. The Premier says police services asked the government to buy rather than lease the helicopters. One of them is going to be used by Halton Regional Police, who expect to have it in the air next year.
It says to criminals in Halton Region that we have a very powerful new tool, and they should think twice about coming to our region or anywhere in the GTA to conduct any kind of crime, particularly auto theft, break-and-enters, or impaired and dangerous driving.
That's Halton's deputy police chief. Now, despite a 19% increase in vehicle thefts this year, Hamilton is not getting a police helicopter. They tell CHCH News, quote, "It's unfortunate the announcement did not include the Hamilton Police Service. The choppers will be used in Ottawa, Toronto, and in Durham, Halton, and Peel regions." Now to Paris, where the men's Olympic triathlon has been postponed today over concerns about the water quality in the Seine River. That's where the swimming portion of the race was supposed to take place. Organizers now hope to reschedule for tomorrow. The women's competition is also tomorrow. Both events depend on results of water tests. A risk of storms in the forecast for today, tomorrow, and Thursday could complicate rescheduling. The postponement decision came after a meeting with World Triathlon, its medical team, and officials with the city of Paris. Now, the new start time for the men's event is just before 11 in the morning local time tomorrow, and that could make heat an additional challenge. We saw last week where all kinds of officials were swimming in the Seine, showing that, oh, it's good to go.
Has anybody heard from the mayor?
No.
Was the mayor
at the opening ceremony?
That's what I was about to say. Has anybody seen the mayor? Because we haven't really heard anything from the mayor. Okay, well, keep an eye on that as we kick off day number 4 at the Paris Olympics. They're underway with plenty of Canadians in action. Coming off a great day on Monday. We'll get to more on that in a sec. Let's start with the Blue Jays, though. They have a big day today as the baseball trade deadline arrives this afternoon at 4 o'clock. And unlike past years, the Blue Jays, they're sellers because of their disappointing season. And last night, they dealt their most high-profile player that was available, starting a left-handed pitcher, Yusei Kikuchi. He was shipped off to the Houston Astros in a 4-player trade as the Jays got a great haul for the 33-year-old who is set to become a free agent at the end of the season anyways. That includes the Astros' second-best prospect. He's a pitcher. His name is Jake Bloss. He was selected in the 3rd round just last year in the draft. Bloss has already been in the majors, making 3 starts this season with the Astros, and could slide into the Jays' starting rotation this season. They also acquired a 25-year-old outfielder, Joey Loperfido, and utility man Will Wagner. Jays also shipped out DH Justin Turner to Seattle for another prospect. We'll see if there's anything else before the deadline this afternoon at 4.
That ball torched to right by Guerrero. That's not coming back. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now at 7 home runs in the last 11. This guy is unstoppable.
Yeah, there was little chance the Jays would be trading Vladdy Jr. at the deadline. There's no chance now that he has taking the American League by storm. He is on some kind of run right now as the Jays were in Baltimore against the first-place Orioles. First game didn't go so well. It was a doubleheader. The Jays would lose 11-5, but Vladdy smacked his 20th homer of the year. Second game after a long rain delay, it was all Vladdy. He had 4 hits, extending his hit streak to 12, including this moonshot straightaway center field, number 21 in the year. Third straight game with a homer. Jays would take the nightcap 8-4 to split the double dip. These two back at it tonight with Chris Bassett. If he isn't traded, expect to be on the mound for the Jays, and we'll see if Vladdy can keep it going. Okay, off to Paris, where it was no surprise that 17-year-old Summer McIntosh of Toronto demolished the field in her signature event. That is the 400-meter individual medley. Look at the lead she has.
It looked there like she was the only one in the
Oh my goodness, she cruised to her first ever Olympic gold. She is something. She is a phenom. Adds her gold medal to the silver that she earned in the 400-meter freestyle over the weekend. Still has 2 more events that she expected to do very well at. It's so fun to watch her parents be cheering her on. Not the only gold on the day is world number 1 in judo. Krista Deguchi was the first to win on the mat Monday in the under 57 kilogram judo event. The 28-year-old from Lethbridge, who's a 2-time world champ, got revenge on her Korean opponent Mimi Hu, who had beaten her at the Worlds in May. Deguchi, who was born in Japan but came to Canada where her dad was born back in 2017, was very emotional and patriotic when she saw the flag being raised and "O Canada" being sung.
When I saw the maple leaf, I was very relieved. Yeah, relieved. And, yeah, I'm just happy.
And Krista, we are happy for you. Good news doesn't stop there. A dominant day on our Canadian women in Paris as our rugby sevens took down China 26-17 on the pitch. Then 3 hours later, upset the host France squad 19-14 in front of over 66,000 French fans in the quarterfinals. So that means that they're off to the medal round. Calgary's Pippa Logan led the Canadian ladies with 2 tries, and Sutton, Ontario's Chloe Daniels scored 1 as the 7-side advanced to the semifinals against Australia this morning at 10 o'clock, with the medal matches coming up later today. Our women's sevens won bronze in Rio, didn't make the podium in Tokyo, but they headline a busy day 4. So yes, we have the rugby sevens. If they beat Australia, they'll play for gold later today. Either way, they'll play for a medal. Then we have Hamilton, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Team of Canada, back on court this morning after beating Greece on Saturday in tough against Australia with tip-off, and men's basketball from Lille at 7:30. For the first time since London in 2012, our women's artistic gymnastics team qualified for the team final, led by Ellie Black. That is already underway. Can we get another medal in judo? Well, Tokyo bronze medalist Catherine Bouchamo-Pinard will try, along with Francois Gauthier-Drapeau. And Kylie Moss leads our chances in the pool with the 2-time Olympic medalist in the 100-meter backstroke back in the final alongside Ingrid Wilm. So let's bring up the board. There we go. 5 medals altogether, 2 gold, 1 silver, 2 bronze. France sitting pretty with the 16 medals, but Japan leading the way with 6 golds overall, and the U.S. has the most medals with 20.
6:13, good morning. Welcome to this Tuesday. It's a warm one already, and we'll talk about the forecast in a sec. Traffic this morning doing okay right there, 403 Waterdown Road. That's our camera. Looks fine there. We've got some really slow conditions across the Burlington Skyway Bridge. Now, it is getting a little bit better. This was completely stopped a while ago, and the reason for that is there you can see way kind of up on the right shoulder, you've got construction. They've been picking up pylons as you've been going through this area. So the right lane has been blocked through this area, but now they're picking up, as I said, picking up the pylons. Things are getting better. QEW Mountain, nothing to see. Grays Road will flip way ahead to east of Royal Windsor Drive. Tobico Creek doing fine. It's just that lingering construction, that's all. All right, temperature. Look at the temperature here this morning. 22 degrees outside. Look at that relative humidity, 100%. That makes it feel like 31 already today. It is a partly cloudy sky to start the day, and we are going to lose that sun. So enjoy the sun while we have it. Air quality for the day today is in the low risk category as opposed to yesterday when it was moderate. So it's come down. The air quality has gotten a bit better. Low pressure system crossing the Great Lakes. That's what's going to give us the instability for the day today. Chance of a shower, chance of a thunderstorm as the afternoon goes on. Looks like it's going to be a little later in the afternoon. And then we'll get back into some sunshine to cap off the month tomorrow. Today, 28 degrees, so a little shy of what we got to yesterday. Yesterday, 30, humidex of 36 degrees. So 28 today. Humidex, though, is going to be right up there at around 36 to 38. Tonight, temperature falls to 20. Still chance of a shower thunderstorm throughout not only the evening, but into the overnight hours as well. And then tomorrow, we get back into some sunshine. Temperatures, well, 30 tomorrow, humidex of 38, so the relief, it doesn't really settle in for very long. So another warm one tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. Well, 30, we can call that hot. So let's check out the door on this 30th morning of July. We're looking at partly sunny skies, temperature warm, 22, humidex 31. Long range coming up. Annette, Tim.
Thanks, Brian. Oh, there's our friend Emily Vukovic back in the mix.
Hi.
What's up? How was the long weekend?
It was actually really, really nice. I spent it at a cabin near Westport, Ontario, and it was sunny and hot and awesome.
Where's Westport?
Westport is just outside of Kingston, kind of on your way to Perth, like Ottawa route.
Okay. We didn't get where you're watching, so we didn't know.
Sorry. I didn't know.
That's our vacation assignment whenever we go away.
I know. Like, oh yeah, I guess I could. Signal was bad.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, signal was bad. Okay, coming up, Robert Downey Jr. is back on Broadway, and he actually brings an AI version of himself with him this time. And we're going to be checking out a brand new movie trailer that was set back in 1986 about a group of teens doing naughty things.
Okay.
Good story. Okay, we'll see you at the couch in a bit. Coming up after the break into business news, and the Competition Bureau is taking a closer look at Canada's airline industry. That and other business news in 2. All right, let's take a look at some numbers on your Tuesday morning. Canadian dollar is up 5 basis points. It's trading overseas at 72.19 cents US. Gold up almost $10, 24.34.90 an ounce. Crude oil, it's up 2 cents, 75.85 a barrel. Off to Europe we go. Hey, Europe.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Trading is down a little bit in London, but up in Frankfurt and Paris.
In Asia, the markets were up today in Tokyo, but down in Hong Kong and Shanghai. Checking North American markets, the TSX was down just 35 points. The Dow fell less than 50, and the NASDAQ was up by a dozen.
Well, glad you're with us on this Tuesday morning. Hope you're having a good start. Let's get into some business news. The Competition Bureau is launching an airline industry study of domestic service with a final report expected next June. So Competition Commissioner Matthew Boswell says many Canadians, they're frustrated by the cost and quality of air travel in Canada, and that recommendations will be put forward on how to make some improvements. The watchdog says the study is going to focus on the state of competition between carriers, barriers to entry, and growth of the market, as well as obstacles for travelers. This comes as the number of passenger complaints, the Canada's transport regulator, it has surpassed 72,000 with wait times of up to 2 years.
Meantime, WestJet and Whitehorse-based Air North have teamed up to make travel to Canada's north a little bit easier. Starting tomorrow, there's going to be one single check-in point, and checked luggage will be delivered directly to the final destination for connecting flights. The companies hope the move will spark new tourism and business travel in Yukon and the Northwest Territories. Yukon's Premier Raj Pillay says the partnership is a big step forward for travel convenience in the area.
One of Canada's top cannabis companies reported a loss of nearly $15.5 million US for its fiscal fourth quarter. Cannabis and beverage company Tilray Brands, which is headquartered in New York and Leamington, Ontario, says that's more than $104 million improvement from the same time last year. Tilray completed the acquisition of 8 craft beer and beverage brands from Anheuser-Busch companies last October.
Okay, taking a bit of a break right now. Brian is back with your traffic and your 7-day forecast.
There it is on the button, 624. All right, the sun, yay, the sun is just climbing up a little bit right now. Here's a look at our MTO traffic cameras, QEW Welland, the Garden City Skyway there in the distance, no problems at all. Burlington Sky, look at the wet roads. We're getting a little bit of a shower right now passing through Hamilton. I'll show you that coming up in a second, but as you can see, it's really slow here, and the reason for that is lingering construction right around Fairview Street. They've got the right lane, they're picking up the pylons now. East of 4th Line, Traffic looks good, no problems there. Lorne Park all the way through east of Mississauga Road as we adjust the camera as we're looking at it. So no problems in either direction, as you can see. All right, temperatures at the moment. Hamilton sitting at 22 degrees this morning. It is warm to start the day. Humidex of 31 already. Little less for Grimsby, 21, 23 Mississauga and Toronto. I wanted to show you this little, look at that little blip of precipitation right there going underneath the Hamilton sign. Just a little shower. The bulk of the precipitation for today is still off to the west, and we are going to get a shower or a thunderstorm. Sometimes seasonal temperatures and records for today right there. Let's talk about today. 28 degrees today, a little shy of what we got to yesterday. Still a humidex of 36, but fairly cloudy after a sunny start. We'll see the clouds, showers, thunderstorms later. Down to 20 tonight, again, showers and thunderstorms. Tomorrow, capping off the month, it's going to be a mix of sun and clouds. 30, humidex of 38, so it's hot again tomorrow. Getting into August on Thursday, chance of a shower again on Friday, fairly cloudy though. Again, a lingering shower is possible as we get into our long holiday weekend. Sunshine though, 27, 26 and 25, quite nice for Sunday into the civic holiday on Monday. That's your forecast. Annette, Tim.
Okay. We love pet adoption stories, and this one's about a dog that was brought to the Humane Society of Kitchener-Waterloo and Stratford, Perth in pretty rough shape.
Yeah, there's Honey right there. It was covered in mud when she was found earlier this month. So Honey had glaucoma and needed surgery to remove both eyes. So she also needed dental surgery because she had been chewing on cage bars. The great thing, a groomer donated her services, and one of the Humane Society's volunteers made a donation towards her adoption fee.
And now the very best part, she has found her forever home. The Humane Society posted, "We know she's going to have the best life, and she will be safe and loved for the rest of her days." Oh, that's so phenomenal.
Is that so she does?
It's kind of like a hoop so that she doesn't
bump into things
while she recovers
way.
from her surgery.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So congrats to Honey, and congrats to her new owners.
Yeah, and the whole community that rallied around. Yeah.
Love sharing those
Pretty
stories. Okay. Lots to do on this Tuesday morning. Stay with us, will ya? We'll see you in a couple.
There's ABBA for everything.
What song is this?
Honey, honey.